From Cheater's surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
They got here about 30 minutes ago. They walked into that side door.
Come on, Dejuanna, right up here.
Man, what the hell?
Happy Valentine's Day.
What is this? No, she's just a fresh side piece.
Don't run. So you didn't have sex with her?
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Dejuanna Hayes reaches out for help to figure out why her boyfriend comes home late from work. Bothered by her man's double talk, Dejuanna pleads for assistance. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
Recently, over the past month and a half, I just noticed some strange behavior. When he comes home, I smell perfume on his clothes. When I did the laundry, I'm seeing unusual stains. And he claims it's from ranch dressing from his lunch or some ink from work. And I don't know any ink that smells like ladies' cologne, and the ranch dressing didn't smell quite like ranch dressing.
D, age 39. A painter accused of adorning another woman with his lovely artistic skills. After a quick briefing on the elements of the case, Cheaters' agents surround the suspect's workplace. Near lunchtime, an unknown car pulls up into the lot. The suspect runs outside to greet his guest. Giving her a pat on the derriere, the suspect sends the unknown female to a side door. D goes back in the front way. Soon, the side door opens and the female enters.
As far as our sexual habits are concerned, things have changed dramatically. We went from having sex 6 out of 7 days a week. Now we're down to 3. He's always tired or comes in and falls straight to sleep. He says it's just my wild imagination and that there's nothing wrong, and he doesn't see a change. Well, he just asked me to marry him for Christmas. And, of course, I want to marry him. It'll be my second go-round. But I just want to make sure that it's going to be right.
A while later, the side door opens and both the suspect and his visitor emerge. D holds the unknown lady's hand as he escorts her to her vehicle. Upon reaching the vehicle, D spins his guest around and takes her in his arms. The suspect kisses the mysterious woman, after which D sends his companion off with a pat on her ample booty.
If D's cheating on me, I'm going to be very disappointed. And, he's starting to act like a kid. He's not acting like himself, and it's just really pissing me off because he knows I've been married before. It's just changed. I'm sorry. It was just always us. And now it's not. Just a drastic change. And I want to know why.
Continuing the stakeout of the suspect's workplace, the Cheaters team spots the same black vehicle from previous surveillance, pulling into the parking lot. Shortly, D leaves work, gets into the car, and takes off with his new girl. Cheaters operatives follow the playful pair to a drive-in restaurant. After eating, the pair drive around and arrive finally at a park. They spend some time in the car before leaving. Cheaters' agents tail the couple back to D's place of employment. The suspect gets out and walks around the car to say goodbye. The mysterious companion, now identified only as Bree, gets out to hug and kiss the suspect goodbye. Giving Bree a firm pat on the backside, Dee sends her on her way. As the suspect returns to work, Bree drives off. As with previous days, investigators continue to watch Dee's workplace. During the day, Bree rolls up. As if on cue, the suspect steps out of the building and gets into her car. Unaware of the cheater's tail, Bree drives to a pizza parlor. The couple get out, and in Dee's usual fashion, he pats Bree on the backside again. A few minutes later, they have their pies and get on the road. After a quick drive to a nearby cemetery, the party goes on. Dee and Bree get out. The suspect gives his paramour a few kisses before getting the pizza out and having lunch. Upon eating, the two spend some quality time romancing each other around the graves. Once back in the car, the duo exchange more kisses. The illicit lovers finally get back into the car for the drive back to Dee's workplace. Slow kisses goodbye signal not just the end of their date, but also the end to the investigation. As the lovers part ways, Cheater's agents close the case for a heartbroken Dejuanna. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that the investigation corroborates all adulterous affairs, Cheaters gathers all documentation for Dejuanna's review. Corralling her hesitancy, Dejuanna cowboys up and convenes with Cheaters to view the sordid truth.
Dejuanna, I want to say thank you so much for coming out this afternoon. As you know, we have conducted our investigation, and we have come up with some interesting findings. Now, my question for you is, are you prepared to see what we have come up with?
Yes.
Okay. Dejuanna, on this day of our investigation, we are outside of Dee's workplace. A few moments later, this unknown black vehicle arrives. That's when we see Dee walk outside to the black sedan, and he gets in. As our detectives see the vehicle exit the parking lot, they follow them as they arrive at a fast food establishment. After pulling up and getting some food, they leave the fast food establishment and drive to a park. Parking their vehicle for a short time, Dee receives a phone call. What you're about to hear, Dejuanna, is the actual audio from that phone call. Tell me if you remember this day at all.
Hello? Hey, what's going on? Just missing you. What are you doing? Grab me a little something to eat. I'm trying to see what you want to do for Valentine's Day. You know Valentine's coming up. I feel like eating some chocolate. I know for that night. I know I want to mess around. Valentine's you won't ever forget, okay? Hey, baby. What time you come down, boo-boo? Oh, you know what? Give me a couple of hours. I'm running a couple of errands and stuff right now. Love you, sweetheart. I love you more, boo-boo. All right, baby. All right, bye-bye.
Continuing on with our investigation, after hanging up the phone with you, they leave the parking lot of that park and they arrive back at Dee's workplace. They get out of the black sedan. He walks over to the driver's side. That's when we see this unknown female get out of the vehicle. They embrace for a while with a few kisses. He slaps on her behind, shuts her door, and he returns to work. Continuing on with our investigation, we're outside of Dee's workplace. That same black vehicle arrives. We see this unknown female gets out of her car. We see Dee telling her to get back in the vehicle as he gets into the passenger side. As our detectives observe this vehicle leaving Dee's workplace, we follow them. After a short time, the black vehicle pulls into a pizza place. That's when we see Dee get out of the vehicle with that unknown female, walks inside, grabs a $5 hot and ready. They get back into the vehicle and they leave together. With pizza in hand, they then arrive at a cemetery. A few moments go by where they find a very comfortable place to park. We see Dee get out of the passenger side of the vehicle. He walks over and begins to eat and converse with this female. That's when we see the two of them walking hand in hand. He's pointing at a different gravestone.
What are they doing at a graveyard?
They then go back over to the vehicle where they get very close for a long kiss. Dejuanna, at this point in time, let's go ahead and get in the vehicles. We'll get to our location. She is actually at Dee's work, is the intel I've gotten from my detective. So as soon as we get there, we'll get more intel from our lead detective on the case, and we'll go from there. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, right this way, please. Right in here.
Man, what the hell? Oh, man.
Baby.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, D.
What's
Hey!
How's it going, man? I got a couple questions for you. My name's Clark. I'm with Cheaters. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What happened? This is your fiance, correct? As of Christmas?
Yeah, can we take this outside?
No, what's going on?
Coming up next, the conclusion.
They got here about 30 minutes ago. They walked into that side door.
Come on, Dejuanna. Right up here.
Man, what the hell?
Happy Valentine's Day.
This is your fiance, correct? As of Christmas?
Yeah, can we take this outside? I was here with a little friend having a little lunch.
Does your
supposed
friend
to
know
be
that
at
this
work.
is your other half? Miss,
I didn't know he had a wife.
You didn't
No,
know?
I'm his fiance. Not
Oh,
yet.
fiance.
They've been together and they do live together for 4.5 years.
So y'all
I
a
didn't know about
couple?
that.
No, we just been together for a couple of hours. It ain't really been that serious.
Okay, look like you having a Valentine's rendezvous. You got
D, when you say this isn't that
chocolate?
serious, do you remember these days?
No.
No,
At your workplace? Do you remember these days?
What's?
This side entrance right
Is
here
she
we just
feeding
came
you
through?
lunch?
Do you recall this?
Yeah, that's you,
That
baby.
looks like you.
That look like it's Photoshop.
I remember when
That's
you put it
Photoshop.
on.
You guys getting a $5 hot and ready?
Damn, is
That's not you?
my ass?
That looks like you guys right there, kissing each other. What do you have to say about that,
What
D?
is this?
You lied
Tell
to
me,
this
what's
girl.
going on?
She's just a fresh side piece, baby. It wasn't nothing like that.
Side piece.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what this woman is to you, is a fresh side piece?
That's disrespectful. I've seen all this. You done been at the cemetery. What's the purpose of the cemetery?
Oh, man.
We was there to his mother's grave. He told me his mother's grave.
His mother's still living.
I was in remembrance of something.
She just had a birthday.
You sure you weren't in
February 2nd.
remembrance, just a $5 hot and ready, maybe something else?
So you lied about
a
your
little
mother
bit more?
being dead.
Let me.
So y'all just regulars at Sonic, huh? You just regulars at Sonic, huh?
Can I speak to you outside?
Yeah. This bull. Can't believe you did this bull. Come here. You need to get over here and talk to me. Around this mother.
How did this guy you? How exactly did he along doing this? You met at the store?
Yes.
And what was his whole game?
He
How
didn't tell
did
me he was married. That's it. I'm done talking.
married and sick?
He didn't tell me he was
He
married.
didn't tell you he was married? Okay, well, you know, that is his future wife.
Side piece of ass, so you. So you. You trying to say you. Huh? Trying to say you. Go run. All that Omni cancel tonight.
I'm finna go.
All that cancel tonight.
I'm finna go.
Yeah, you better come get your clothes.
I gotta.
You need to tell her to come to give you a place to
obviously
stay.
at some point in time, you seem like a really nice guy. You guys had something
Yeah, she
going
need to
on.
give you a place to stay.
You guys were in love, correct?
Yeah, at
Are
one
you not
point.
close to her
Look
son?
like she's young enough to be our daughter.
She has a 16-year-old son and a 21-year-old son.
Hey, let me get back inside of here, cause y'all are at my job.
So you don't owe me no explanation? You're not gonna say I'm sorry?
It's not okay for us to be at your job, but it's okay for you to be
No,
bringing
they
other
already
girls
know
from the
me.
side exit.
They already know me.
I'm gonna
Hey, how's it going?
Get those cameras out of
No. Is this the Valentine's that you wanted me to have?
See y'all
This the
later.
Valentine's you wanted me to have?
Thank y'all for
Yeah,
coming. It was
no.
the wrong thing to do. We gotta work this
Wedding
out.
is off.
I think the wrong thing to do is to bring a complete stranger into your workplace. You let her in through a side exit, and then you continue
why
to
y'all
romance this
Sonic?
woman.
Caesars?
We're
No,
just
I-
asking for the truth. D,
Don't run.
all we want is the truth.
Don't run. Don't run.
D, you can't run
Don't
from the
run.
truth, man.
Bring your ass back.
Did he
Open
close
the
that
door.
door? Did he lock it? It's locked? Is it locked?
Yeah. He
It's
locked
locked.
it. It's Kyle with wussy ass.
D, you got a lot of people out here looking at you with this locked door. Are you just sitting right there? You are
your
just
ass
sitting
out
right there,
here.
aren't you? Get a shot at it. Is he sitting
Open
right
the
there?
door. Come on, we gotta
I
finish
got
lunch.
security out here, I promise.
I ain't gonna touch you.
We'll step away from the door, back away from the door, back away from the door. Let him talk.
Come on in.
All right, let's speak like rational adults. Can we do that? You guys have been together for 4.5 years. Did you just make a calculated mistake? Because this is a very forgiving person. I don't understand what happened.
It was just.
Everyone makes mistakes, it's okay. We just want to know why. So, we just want, she just wants to know why she's
Keep
upset.
throwing food at me, man.
This is what you're supposed to be excited about. This is you living a lie.
This is what you come home to tonight.
Come on. You're a man.
That's what you want at lunch, but I'm gonna say this burger. I'm gonna eat this burger. Thanks for Valentine's.
gonna
Come
get
on
serious
with
in
it.
this.
Come on, leaders.
Y'all better get up out of here, cause y'all better grab her, cause I'm about to kick them up.
You got to come home.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to come home.
You sure right. I sure will.
I'll see you when you get there.
Yeah.
I'll see you when you get there.
Out of here. Let's go and do it twice.
What's going on in here? Get these cameras out of here.
I'm out of here.
Get out of here.
I don't want to talk to them ass.
Yeah, you ain't got to talk
I keep the side piece.
You ain't got to talk to
You
me.
ain't even worth it. I'm done.
What made you get that other girl?
I'm done.
D?
We're done. We're done.
Hey, that's my boss. He said, get the out of here.
Get out.
Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day.
All black men cheat, y'all.
Damn it.
Thanks for the show.
Congratulations.
You seem like you're a very respectable man to be able to put a ring on that girl's finger. That's a very nice engagement
Over with,
ring.
maybe make up one day. She can give me my ring back.
No, baby.
I went to jail.
You ain't getting no ring back.
back.
You ain't getting no ring back. You can hang that up.
Because that's a nice.
I'll go cash it in, buddy. Take me a trip to Jamaica.
So will you apologize to your other half?
Hey, I'm sorry, but I will see you later. Yeah. On
I'll be there waiting
Valentine's
with
Day.
your pack.
Hey, let me get my phone before I
Be
leave.
there waiting with your pack.
You okay?
Good.
You good?
Deuces.
After the confrontation, Dejuanna gives into the fact that her relationship failed. At the end of the show, Cheaters discloses how she copes. But now, please welcome Pierce, coming in to give his contrite estimate of the occasion he was caught with another woman on Cheaters.
Well, basically, me and Sissy were sitting up at the bar, and I figured that it was a place that we were kind of out of the way. We didn't have to worry about anything, anybody coming, catching us. We had talked a little bit that night as far as how to kind of bring the two situations together. But once Beth showed up, I pretty much knew that was all out the window.
What the are you doing? What? Who is this slut? Hey, you never told No, look, let's go. No, what the what damn groupie slut? You're putting your in that?
Well, I met Sissy at a show, and we started hanging out, talking and whatnot. Me and Beth have been talking for a while about bringing another girl into the bedroom, and so I brought it up to Sissy, and she said that she was down for it, and then we started hanging out, and we started seeing each other a little too much, and so I was still pushing too much on on Beth about the whole bringing another girl in, and then they met the way they did.
I'm sorry.
For what? For what?
For being a dick.
Well, how were you a dick? Explain that.
Obviously, like the cameras everywhere.
You are a dick.
Sorry.
For what? For what?
With somebody.
Hanging out, is that what you call it?
Pierce, is this hanging out?
Yeah, is it hanging out?
That looks like a little bit more than.
It looks like a little bit more than hanging out, doesn't it?
That bitch was never around, and we've been hanging out like every single day.
Ultimately, I blame myself for it, but for Beth to bring in cameras and investigators and have have me followed for a couple days or whatever, that was craziness. We all kind of had our own little parts in this. Well, Beth and I have been working real hard as far as trying to get our relationship back together. She is she's my manager, so we have our business relationship, but it's been tough trying to get our actual relationship back together. Ever since that night that she busted me with Sissy, it's there's a lack of trust, and so I've been working real hard as far as trying to build that trust back up.
Following the chaotic confrontation, Dejuanna reaches the conclusion that she's better off without the suspect in her life. Dejuanna also admitted that she took her engagement ring and pawned it to provide for a trip to Jamaica, so that, as she puts it, I can get my groove back. When questioned by Cheaters producers, the suspect beats around the bush. Refusing to answer directly, Dee pleaded the Fifth Amendment. The suspect admits he still sees the companion. The suspect's companion, Bree, declines any interviews by Cheater's producers.
Every day, ugly people running around. Pretty soon they'll have to pay. They think nobody's watching, but you better think again. Another heart is broken.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why we'll both lose money.